Welcome to Daily Decodes 81 and the second channel, right? So as we go forward, if we have to, it'll be Daily Decodes 81.3, 81.4, 81.5, 81.6 as needed. My birthday is 8/18/81 as you get the name, right? So Taylor Heinicke goes from watching a documentary about Jim Harbaugh to playing for him with the Chargers. Okay, and check this out. So it's 166 days after Heinicke's birthday. This trade, he lands with the Chargers. And it's the same with Harbaugh, 16 weeks, 6-day span, though. So you get 166. You see that? 16 weeks, 6-day span from this trade, the date that they list to Harbaugh's birthday. And you know what with the 166? Donald Trump's birthday, his last birthday, 166th day of the year. And the 16th day of the 6th month happens to be Tupac Shakur's birthday, with that connection and those numbers that have been lingering around Donald Trump, right? But you see that right there. And Taylor Heinicke was watching Netflix last Wednesday night. All right. And he received a call from the Falcons coach Raheem Morris that he had been traded to the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm going to play this video. And this would be, he's sitting on the couch, they said, watching Netflix. So that would be on Wednesday. They're saying Wednesday, August 28th. Okay, and we're on September 3rd currently. They say last Wednesday. So yeah, that's where that lands. We're going to play this video.
And in your sports headlines this morning, NFL quarterback Taylor Heinicke will be on a new team this season.
That's right. The Atlanta Falcons traded the former ODU star to the Los Angeles Chargers. Heinicke signed with his hometown Falcons last season, where he started 4 of the 5 games in which he played. He heads to LA to back up Justin Herbert, who's expected to start week 1 against the Raiders, despite a foot injury during training camp.
Okay, and I understand how my algorithm is all gonna sync up with all the things I'm searching and all. I understand that. Okay, but some of these things, what's one of the upcoming videos I'm doing? Goldberg, the former pro wrestler, synced up with Deion Sanders. We just had Corey Coco Goff trending, and with the Falcons here, we have Deion Sanders and I guess former teammates with Bill Goldberg, the pro wrestler, is they were on the Falcons. So, and then you get this other Falcon story, and everything's trending. Remember, Jim Harbaugh coaches the Chargers. Harbaugh, and this is going to be the backup quarterback, right? Think Harbaugh, Justin Herbert. Think about Herbert Hoover. Remember Gerald Ford, the Herbert Hoover Library? If there is a female president, this is how it's going to happen. This is just not a coincidence, right? So you see, last Wednesday, you see that. I mean, look at the 166 again. And this landed, I think, with the last decode. I just can't remember the characters, but it's just one after another, right? You see it right there. Okay, and and they say Netflix. Think about Heineken and the football season as well. Beer, Heineken maybe a trending beer or something, right? I mean, that's what this world is. We've just kind of discovered it late. Okay.
And in your
So look right here. Ironically, the veteran quarterback was watching the 90-minute documentary of Connor Stallions and the University of Michigan's sign-stealing controversy last season. Less than 24 hours later, he met Harbaugh and got up to speed on what he expected. Meeting Jim, I think he exceeds every expectation. Really fun to be around. So excited to work for him. And wow, Heinicke, you get another H. So yeah, Heinicke, Harbaugh, Justin Herbert, H, the eighth letter, Trump 88. Everything's really scripted like that. Look, what does it say at the top? Oh, that's funny because I was just watching Jim Harbaugh. Heinicke told Morris. Ironically, the veteran quarterback, what does it say here? Under, was watching the 90-minute documentary, yes, but on Connor Stallions and the University of Michigan science. Okay. I don't know if Connor Stallions, if that's something separate. Maybe I'll check on the side. I'm just catching that. But look at this. Netflix equals 90. So whatever, right? You see 90-minute documentary, Netflix. Oh, and I got the calendar there. But Netflix, that's just 4 words. Netflix equals 90. Everything's coded like that. Look at that. Harbaugh, a Michigan man, official movie. Not sure if that's exactly what they're referring to, but Netflix equaling 90 for real. And as we go forward, think about Taylor Swift with football and the champion Kansas City Chiefs. You get another Taylor here as well. So you see there's a lot of symbolism going on. Heinicke's born March 15th, so he's born on the 15th day of March. Atlanta equals 15. He just got traded from Atlanta. Harbaugh equals 150, like 15. Look at Taylor Heinicke, 155, like 15. How about that? Heinicke's best season was with Washington in 2021 when he started 15 games. Think about Washington. Think about D.C. It's a selection year. Again, Deion Sanders is trending. He played for Washington as well. Okay, don't forget Kamala Harris H. Right? It says 15 games, passed for 3,419 yards, 20 touchdowns. Okay? He took, remember touchdown T, Trump, T the 20th letter. You see the Washington connection here. He took over the starting spot after Ryan Fitzpatrick suffered a hip injury in week 1 against the Chargers. That's interesting because we can go over and look at Justin Herbert right here. Look at his middle name is Patrick. Anybody? This isn't just my opinion, none of this. Look at Justin Patrick Herbert here. Okay, and look at, he's born in Oregon. He played for Oregon, right? Remember, Oregon equals 88 like Trump. Oregon was just trending. I just can't remember what story. It might have been on A to Z decodes, maybe. I'm not sure. This should be on 81 too, right? But yeah, Oregon equals 88. Okay. So Herbert right here. And you get H again. Wow. And what about another quarterback? And Harbaugh is a former quarterback as well, right? But what about another quarterback with Patrick? Tom Brady's full name. Thomas Edward
According
Patrick.
to Wikipedia, Thomas Edward
See, as
Patrick
Brady
Brady
steps
Jr. is an
away.
American former professional football quarterback who played in the National Football League for 23 seasons.
Edward as well. Makes me think of like Eugene, Oregon. Let's look at Harbaugh over here real quick. I'm just kind of catching this. He's age 60. Remember, he coached the 49ers. This may be coming up in some of the slides, but we'll just put it out there now. And I think his first pass as a quarterback, because he's a former quarterback, I think was against the 49ers, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a this is a national champion. Michigan just won the national championship, right? So look at his name, middle name Joseph, like our current president, Joe Biden. Ooh, and again, Har, like Harris. And he's out of Ohio. Ohio has been trending. Ohio equals 16 and 61. John equals 16 and 61. And think about Donald John Trump. He's James Joseph, but Jim Harbaugh. What about his brother? His brother's name is John Harbaugh. Look at that, age 61, Ohio 61 and 16. There's his brother. He's got the middle name William, who we just did a decode with Bill. Which Bill? Because it was Bill for William. But damn, what a fake world we live in. And let's get his brother's birthday real quick. September 23rd. Okay, so that's kind of as far as I want to go off to the side. Let's go back over here. Appreciate y'all for being patient. Heinicke signed with Atlanta as a free agent in 2023, started 5 games. However, his future with the Falcons was in doubt after Kirk Cousins signed during free agency and Michael Penix Jr. was drafted in the first round. Heinicke, who will back up Justin Herbert, there's something like flying above me out here, participated in his first practice on Monday as the Chargers began preparation for Sunday's opener against the Las Vegas Raiders. Okay, and remember, Las Vegas is where the Super Bowl was held, 49ers and the Commander-in-Chiefs. Think about the selection year. You see Washington. Look at the 49 patch. I can't remember. I think it was a death with one of the players. I don't want to, but it's the 49. Kamala Harris is the 49th VP. Kamala Harris equals 49. Right? Damn. And the 49ers, again, with that connection. And Kamala synced up with the Bay Area. Wow, so I'm just catching that stuff on the fly, y'all. And you see 2020. Remember Trump 2020. 1 TD pass, 1 interception in the 31-23 loss. Donald equals 31 and 23, y'all. But to the eventual Super Bowl champion. Wasn't that the Bucks? I think that was the Bucks, and they don't want to let. Yeah, it's Tampa. It was Tampa Bay, as we speak of. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady, and again Justin Patrick Herbert. Oh, and then we had the Heinicke stepped in for Fitzpatrick. Woo! Where does it say that? I read that somewhere, right? He stepped in for Fitzpatrick. Ryan. Wow, you see how everything is just based on the language. Where was it I read that? Is it right here somewhere maybe? And you get Kirk Cousins as well. The Chargers are Heinicke's 5th team. Yeah, I just read that. I was trying to find, and yeah, we mentioned that. Man, that could land as a thumbnail, can't it? Heinicke, I threw the logo in there. Woo! That's wild, isn't it? I mean, it's really wild. You get the Commanders with the selection right around the corner, creeping up fast. And you're getting a lot of this Washington energy. It's not going to get by me. Okay? And this is the pick that pulls up here. I don't know if this is him, but it's kind of pulling up. When I do the research, it's kind of like, oh, here. I don't know. It's making it sound like it's Taylor Heinicke. But I just put that pick in there. Let's play this clip. What does it say here? There's not a lot of these football clips I can play. But Taylor Heinicke traded to the Los Angeles Chargers for a 6th-round pick.
Good news for the Chargers as they make a trade for some much-needed insurance behind their franchise QB Justin Herbert. Taylor Heinicke, the current Falcons QB, played behind Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix, has been traded from Atlanta to the Chargers for a 6th-round pick. Solid addition for the Chargers. Easton's sick.
And Harbaugh's, they played each other in the Super Bowl too. You know, the brothers, interesting. You get Ravens and the Falcons with that connection too. Birds, right?
Last year, when Justin Herbert went down with injury, went 0 for 4 and didn't have a pretty preseason.
Herbert was injured.
They bring in some much needed help behind Justin Herbert, their franchise player. And of course, we know Heinicke was going to be a placeholder until Michael Penix is ready. And of course, we know Kirk Cousins is a starter. So very solid for the Chargers to get a QB with experience, solid backup behind Justin Herbert. So solid move for the Chargers.
And again, it's not like a big major story, but
good news for the Chargers as they make a good news for the Chargers as they make a trade for some.
The next slide. Okay, so remember the 16-week, 6-day span with was it the Harbaugh birthday? It was 16 weeks, 6 days. Well, look at the duration variation here. You see it, so it's 116 days before Harbaugh, or 117 days before Harbaugh's birthday, right? And quarterback equals 117. Okay, so the 16-week, 6-day span, which would be 118 days. Now look, quarterback also equals 180, like 18. And again, that would be the span from this trade, excuse me. And look at the number 4s. Harbaugh had the number 4. So does Taylor Heinicke there with the Falcons. But 118-day span, right, from this trade to Harbaugh's birthday. His birthday, we'll look at it again. And look at the number 4s, and doesn't look at how Harbaugh, that he played for the Chargers, y'all. When they were the San Diego Chargers, right? Look at that right there, though. They got the number 4s, and he looks. Hey, check this out. He looks like Phillip Rivers. What's up with that? Doesn't he? Now let's go back and look at. I want to verify that was Harbaugh's birthday. We looked at that right off the bat. Right there. Yep. So yeah, that 16-week, 6-day span from this trade, and they said a 6th-round pick in the video, right? So that's a 6. But the 16-week, 6-day span, that's 118 days. So it's 117 days before Harbaugh's birthday, and quarterback 117, and then quarterback equals 180 if you make it with the span. You know, not to mention that right there matches with the 166 days after Heinicke's birthday. So yeah, seems like a lot, but not really. Okay.
And in your sports headlines this morning, NFL quarterback Taylor Heinicke will be on a new team this season.
That's right. The Atlanta Falcons traded the former ODU star to the Los Angeles Chargers. Heinicke signed with his hometown Falcons last.
ODU? Where did he go to college? Did we read that? I don't know. Maybe we'll look at that here coming up. But I appreciate y'all, okay? I do. It would be nice if we could get more people to watch these, but I appreciate the ones who do. I know sometimes it may get old. People, we just come on here. I don't do this for money or nothing. So it's like I'm just like y'all. I just happen to catch on to these connections. And don't forget that 166, Donald Trump's last birthday, the 166th day of the year. And remember, the insurrection was 1/6. Don't forget that date and that history. But look at Harbaugh there. He looks like Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers right here. And I wasn't normally thinking that. Phillip Rivers looks like somebody else too, now that I look right here. But right when I saw that pick of Harbaugh, it's weird how sometimes we may forget about Phillip Rivers, right? And then look, now here comes Harbaugh, who looks like Phillip Rivers. You see how this is kind of how it works. God, he looks like somebody else, doesn't he? He looks like I just can't catch it right now. Boy. Wow. But look, let's go over here now. I don't want to get caught up in it. Do we get a birthday with, look, 17 seasons. Remember, quarterback equals 170, like 17. And remember, it was 117 days before Harbaugh's birthday. What in the... You see that? Now, when's his actual birth? Philip Michael River. Gosh. And it's amazing. He's got the December 8th birthday, 128. It's just amazing, y'all. Shout out to Richard West. A member of the Chargers for 16 seasons. Look, he played for the Colts. So did Harbaugh. Woo! He played for the Colts in his final season. Jim Harbaugh played for the Colts. Did Jim Harbaugh play for the Colts? Yes, he did play for the Colts. Harbaugh's related to Phillip Rivers. And again, he's got the 4. Is that him? It's not his brother, is it? That's him. Right there. Good God. That 4's been landing. 4 people just got stabbed. Sympathy here in Central Phoenix. 4 people got shot in Chicago. Or it was like a suburb or whatever, right? Sympathy. And that 4 connects with the United States, right? United States 40, USA 40, US 40 and 4 in the code. Damn. Okay, so amazing. And remember, look at him kind of yelling there. Remember, Phillip Rivers would be all amped up like that as well. There's probably more connections there. The Rivers name is interesting. Okay, but damn. Kamala Harris, right? That Bay Area connection. That pick lands. Remember the last Super Bowl commander in Chiefs. San Francisco 49ers, Chiefs picking up the victory. 58, 5 plus 8 is 13, right? Politics equals 113, BS equals 113. And 58, yeah, 5 plus 8, 13. 49ers lose, 4 plus 9, 13. Okay, you see her rocking the gear. No matter when, she's synced up with San Francisco. Harbaugh, again, the former coach of the Niners, first pass as a quarterback against the 49ers. Look at this guy. There's William right there. Remember William just popped up with that other character? This is what I was thinking right here. Look at what pops up when I'm doing the research. William Heinicke. Now, who's this guy? Look at how he's age 75, born in 1949. And Taylor Heinicke, birthday March 15th. Look, 75th day of the year. As this guy Heinicke's age 75, and there's that 49, born in 49. Look at how the world is scripted. He is the founder and chairman of Minor International, PCL. The company includes Minor Hotels, Minor Food, and Minor Lifestyle. And that's shady. I don't like how that sounds at all. But look how the world's fake. Look at the name. It says books. So is he an author? The Entrepreneur, 25 Golden Rules for the Global Business Manager. Education International School, Bangkok. Spouse, Kathy Heinicke. That's just interesting, right? And there's pictures of the guy with planes, and there's a lot of plane energy. We're not really going to get into that right now. But Heinicke gives the Chargers a veteran starter in case Herbert suffers an injury. Herbert missed 2 weeks during training camp because of an injury. That usually happens, and then that stuff goes away by the season, by the time it really matters. But, you get the backup here. Herbert missed the final 4 games last season, okay, because of a finger injury on his throwing hand. Okay, so I guess a little more important this signing than I was thinking. So yeah, all the H's here, and remember Kamala Harris as well. So we play this video and we could wrap it up.
What's up, NFL fans? It's your boy Drew coming at you guys with another NFL news update. So the Atlanta Falcons have traded quarterback Taylor Heinicke to the LA Chargers for a conditional 6th-round pick. I definitely think that this was a solid move for the Atlanta Falcons and for the LA Chargers. The LA Chargers get a backup quarterback behind Justin Herbert, who has battled a couple injuries over the last couple years. And as you guys know, the Atlanta Falcons did draft quarterback Michael Penix Jr. In the 1st round of this last NFL draft to be the future franchise quarterback of our team. And
we need to look at Michael Penix Jr. real quick.
What's up?
Look at that. That might land as the thumbnail. That thumbnail lands heavy. Yes, it does. And who's Harbaugh? So Harbaugh is related to Phillip Rivers, y'all. That's amazing. And you're hearing that here. I guess I just have some kind of powers. Right? I mean, and I guess, these numbers don't lie, but they're going to say we can't prove anything with this, right? So, okay, you take the information for what it is. Let's look at Michael Penix Jr. real quick. And there's a lot of number 4s. Remember Brett Favre? So Michael Penix Jr. I guess I'll type it. Let's see. Maybe we'll look at his birthday. It kind of looks like Phoenix, huh? There's been a lot of Phoenix trending. Round 1, pick 8. So you get the 18. Remember, we landed the 180. Quarterback equals 180, like 18. Age 24. We're the year 24. Kirk Cousins. That's a obvious scripted character and name. Look, school, University of Washington. Michael Terrence Penix Jr., American professional football quarterback for the Falcons. Look, you get Washington again. You see, y'all? You can think I'm wild if you want. It could be Washington State. It doesn't matter. You get the Washington and you get just truth right there, okay? It keeps landing. It's a political year. You get Washington right there, okay? The Huskies, right? Seattle, remember Space Needle as well, right? Remember Space Needle, S the 19th letter. Don't forget about that. Bill Gates energy. Appreciate y'all for real. Damn. Amazing. Did we get a birthday with that character? Michael Penix Jr. birthday? He's got the May 8th birthday. The next decode I'm doing, it's Goldberg's son, former pro wrestler Goldberg, Bill Goldberg, synced up with Deion Sanders and the Falcons. No coincidence because we get Atlanta here. What's his name? Goldberg's son. Anyways, his birthday's 2 days after May 8th. It's May 10th. And that's the next decode I'm working on. Everything. So they're feeding me this in my algorithm, but the stories are trending. So what does that mean, y'all? Hey, it's just amazing. I mean, I don't know, but there's something with these numbers, and think about my name, Matthew. I got math in my name, but I appreciate y'all. And we won't go. We could just leave it at that. There's probably more. Again, I appreciate y'all big time. Taylor Heinicke goes from watching a documentary about Jim Harbaugh to playing for him with the Chargers. There's always more. So it's September 3rd currently right now as I speak, 8:35 p.m. And tomorrow is going to be the 4th day of the 9th month. So this is going to be trending, and you're going to get that 49. And maybe there's something with Labor Day as well. Labor Day was yesterday. I feel like I want another nap already. But I appreciate y'all. Big time. Daily decodes 81.2. That's where this is going to land. A lot of stuff trending. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Until next time.